Hi everybody and welcome to Indigo Sky Holistic. My name is Davina. I'm an intuitive empathic energy healer and EFT practitioner for today. This is going to be a short EFT video on diet. So there will be 3 videos in this little series around food, diet and weight. This is the short video on diet, EFT for dieting, what we eat, the food that we put in our bodies. That's what the theme of this one is. These short EFT videos are an introduction to the group EFT sessions that I hold every Thursday here physically in Sowerby Bridge at Soul Wellness, where I'm based, and every Saturday on Zoom. And these EFT sessions that I do in the group setting are really powerful because we have this thing in EFT called borrowing benefits, where the circle of sharing people bring together a big cohesive arrangement of energy and emotions that we tap through. So that's what these videos are an introduction to if you're like a bit uncertain about how you what the EFT looks like for starters, or if the subject matter, then this is an introduction to that. I also have longer versions of these videos on my website in the EFT resources portal, which you can gain access to at the moment for just £33 to get access to all the content I'm creating in there. Still dropping content in there very regularly with new EFT sessions that I do in the groups, and new like supportive riffs and content to discuss the things that come up when I'm either doing the EFT sessions or when holding client sessions as well. So without any further ado, if you're not sure what EFT is, you can have a look at the different videos on my channel. I'll drop a card, I'm not sure where it'll pop up. I will get a card dropped up here about what EFT is and where the tapping points are there on my channel. And for now, let's jump into some EFT for diet. So take a moment just to tune into your body. And when you think about the food that you eat, that's the physical, the actual food that you eat, your diet, how does that make you feel? On a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is you feel like really shit about what you eat, and 1 is you feel amazing about what you eat and you're always quite happy with the food that you put in your mouth and how it feels in your body, and how you I guess use that food. There's more content as well on my channel around food and diet. I'm always adding content. It is one of my big subjects around food, diet and energy, intuitive eating, and I do support a lot of people with eating disorders as well, or disordered eating. It's probably a more correct way of terming it, because that's not just people who you may think of as being your typical people with eating disorders. Disordered eating actually impacts way more of us than most people are aware of. So with that number between 1 and 10, just going to think about that and where in your body you feel it. If you want to pause the video just to tune into these questions, you are more than welcome to. And what emotions come up for you when you think about your diet? And wherever I use an emotion, a body part or a number, which I may or may not do, drop in your number, emotion, body part. And without any further ado, let's do some tapping. You are responsible for your own energy and your own healing and your own emotions. Take responsibility for that, and we will do some tapping now. Taking a breath in and breathing out. Even though I feel really crap when I think about the food that I eat, I think my diet is rubbish. I think the food that I eat, I'm inclined to eat badly and make poor choices. But I choose in this moment to accept my choices and accept and love who I am. Even though I don't feel too great about the food that I eat, about the choices around the food that I eat, I am not always consciously thinking about the food that I eat, and I'm not always eating the food that I know my body asks for, or that I know supports my physical well-being. But I choose now to accept my choices and accept who I am, and I choose to love myself anyway. Even though I don't feel too great about the food that I eat, the choices that I make with the food that I eat. I know that it doesn't always feel good when it sits in my stomach. And I know that it doesn't always taste good and feel good when I'm eating it. And sometimes I just eat for the sake of eating. And I know that that isn't healthy for my mind or my body. I know that I eat for my emotions. I know that I eat for my emotions, and I know I'm stuffing down my emotions when I choose the food that I choose. But in this moment, I choose to accept my choices. I choose to accept who I am. And I choose to love who I am anyway. Eyebrow point. I don't feel too good about my dietary choices. In fact, I feel really bad about them. I know that the food that I eat is not always benefiting my whole well-being. I know that the food that I eat doesn't always sit right in my stomach. And I often feel guilty about the food that I eat. And this actually makes me feel quite sick. And that isn't healthy either. I don't feel very good about my food choices sometimes. I feel guilty. I feel ashamed when I choose to eat cake over salad. I feel guilty and ashamed. I know the choices that I make aren't wise, because I know I'm not listening to my body. Some part of me is trying to be shut down. I'm shoving down my emotions with the food that I eat. I'm not facing some other part of myself. And I listen to other people about the food that I eat. And that adds to my guilt. Because when I feel sad, I want food that comforts me. But then someone somewhere has told me that's bad. My comfort food is bad. But that's somebody else's story. That's somebody else's story, and that's not mine. Because when I feel sad, I need something to comfort me. And if you eat that food that brings me comfort, and then I feel ashamed and guilty, I'm adding to the emotional weight that I put upon myself. And I don't want to feel bad when I eat a cake. Because cake tastes nice. And something inside me needs it at the time. I want to just feel happy when I eat. whatever food that I eat. I don't want to feel bad about the food that I eat. I want to feel good when it makes me feel good, at least at the start. And when it tastes nice, I want to fucking enjoy it. When the food tastes nice, whatever it is, I want to just enjoy it. So I choose to release other people's stories around the food that I eat, around how much I eat. I want to find a better way. I know I can find a better way. I would like to find a better way to feel about the food that I eat. I know, and I'm sure, that there's a better way to feel when I eat the food that tastes good. And I'm choosing to find a better way now. A way to listen to my own internal navigation system. My own inner guidance. My own gut and energy. Because it will tell me what feels bad inside me. I want to listen to my own body about what I eat. So I release everybody else's stories and everybody else's ideas about my diet and the food that I eat. I now choose to make my own choices. And I release the shame and the guilt around food, to allow myself to listen to when I've had enough, so that I can enjoy just a little bit of everything that I enjoy and not have to stuff my emotions down with more and more food. And I will learn how to eat just a little bit of the things that I enjoy and feel happy and feel content and feel safe. I can choose what I want to eat and how I want to eat. I take my power back and I choose to eat wisely now. Take a breath in and let it out. Check in with that number and how you're feeling. And know that you can actually be completely in control of your food, your diet intake, and how you feel about it, because the way that we feel about food can be a really, really big piece of this puzzle. The way that we feel emotionally about how or what we eat is a really, really big piece of this puzzle. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe if you liked this and would like to see more EFT videos. Yeah, please do come and join me for a group session. They're only £11 for one group session, and you do get access to all of that group, all of that EFT resources section on my website as well. So you could get everything for just £11 for only attending one group rather than pay £33 for all of it. Or if you don't fancy coming and joining me for a group and would like that content and the ever increasing library of content, then please do just go and sign up to that section on my website. And I will see you another time very soon for another short EFT video. And if there's anything you'd like to see me tap on that you can't find on my YouTube channel, please do drop me a comment below, and I'll see you soon.